Hello everyone, and welcome back. We are back with more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Last time, our old friend Maggie was, again falsely charged with murder, this time of a random customer at the restaurant she works at. And apparently she was actually already, she was already found guilty in one trial by someone claiming to be Phoenix Wright. So now it's up to the real Phoenix Wright to prove her innocence, and hopefully he will succeed. Hopefully she'll get off with a not guilty verdict this time. So let's get started and see what we can do. January 7th, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Okay, before we continue, I want to look through the... Gosh, we don't have as much evidence this time. This could make things a little difficult. So we got the attorney's badge, the Magatama, the magazine clipping, sports paper... Oh yeah, that. The job listings, the lunch special, Sean's loan contract, and the scooter. And then for who we know, we got Maya, Mia, Godo, Dick Gumshoe, Maggie Bird, Glenn Elk, who is the victim, Victor Kudo, who was at Tribune at the time of the murder, and Sean Armstrong, who is the owner of Tribune. Yeah, and Maggie was the waitress at Tribune. Was found guilty of murder thanks to the phony me. Yeah, speaking of that, we did meet who we think might be the phony, but we don't have his picture here, so... We'll just have to see what happens.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee, sir. Scout's honor!
Maggie! Oh, it is Gumshoe.
Ah! Detective Gumshoe!
Oh, you doing alright? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask other questions, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. Don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger!
And you! Yes? You better square this case away. Got a pal? Mag is innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. What would you arrest him for, though?
Hey, detective! You're on our side for once, right?
Yep.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course! I got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? I guess so.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Well, looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I could only wish. January 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, bitter. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Oh! What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You was talking to me?" Oh, it was a little, well, intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godo, your opening statement, please. Mr. Triton, whether you're a fake or the real deal. We will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. Ouch. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Yep. Question is, why? As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I don't plan on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Goto, please summon your first witness. Let's start with formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness! State your name for the court! Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Can we try that again? Other way around, Detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday. Sir! Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who's on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. Blue Screens Inc. This victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this in evidence. What happened to no repeat evidence? Glenn's autopsy report died of potassium cyanide poisoning. Time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Alright. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were two other people in the restaurant. Mr. Sean Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Tribune floor plans. Blueprints of the crime scene. X equals victim C.
Come, detective. Take up this hammer. Then nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own two hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir.
Witness testimony, the incident.
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elk, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bud might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. Well, the facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but Yes. Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me! Alright, here we go. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. Can I stop you for just a minute? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what you said, and what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tied up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Might as well. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place. Oh, that's the judge. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that it was such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite? Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Crime photo. A photo of the scene taken from near the kitchen.
Objection! Objection!
Oh, wow, I didn't have it on this whole time. Thought I did. Sorry, yeah, anyway, welcome to the stream, Soup. How you doing tonight? But no, I had it off. So, yeah, it was working, I just didn't have it on. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. I'm doing okay. I'm on a brief break. That's good. Glad to hear it. I'm good, thanks. Just started the trial, so haven't really done much yet. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. Who's got more evidence against Maggie? This the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... it can't be blood, can it? Huh, seems like the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course that's what caught his eye first, though. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
What?
Kodo, what are you... forget it. The pocket. A search carried out right after the investigation uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What?! Oh, this is not good. I mean, if he really is like Cyclops like you suggested, yeah. Order! 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 The court will accept these items into evidence. Apron added to the court record. Worn by Maggie at the time of the incident. Has a small pocket but big stains. Potassium cyanide added to the court record. A deadly powdery poison. Bears Maggie's fingerprints found in her apron pocket. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godo. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Wait a minute, you're not kidding. Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Can you not see? Red because of the... bloody hell. Fine. Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Literally, bloody hell. Yep. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Oh. I guess it makes sense. Ketchup. She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, that would have been nice. Pull stuff like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, Wedness. Ugh. That... I mean, I'm not against ketchup, but drinking 17 cups of it... Ugh. Hard pass. Ugh. I thought everyone knew what it was already. How would have we? We didn't... So forget it. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Trite, It seems you really are a phony after all. Urgh, you really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Well, okay, I guess we're not done yet. The investigation. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Actually, there was. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Okay. I'm assuming he means just no more cross-examinations of Gumshoe, though. Crime was reported. I think I know what I need to do, but let's press these anyway. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Oh, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? He hurled abuse at them, and then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds. Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. Ew. I guess not even the mighty Godo can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. Master Roshi is friend of birds, enemy of women. That is true! He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. They didn't have a phone in the restaurant? I mean, that's probably not important to the case, but I still find it weird. Poor Maggie passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Phoenix, what are you implying? I would love to see Maggie sleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Sure. You didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. Is Godo all romantic? Maybe. All I had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? But yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. We figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Hang on a minute. Wait a sec. Did I say something dumb again? let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket. Oh, was there now? It seems Mr. Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records so the doctor prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. Okay, I think I know where this is going. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Let's ask about the prescription bag. So, what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, let me guess, it was empty, wasn't it? Actually, the bag we found was empty. Called it. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? I'd go to a doctor if I was going to visit that restaurant too, that's very true. Victim's prescription bag added to the court record. Yeah, I think I definitely know what's going on with this. Problem is, I don't have the thing to prove it. Oh well. Ha. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective? But the defendant had passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey! Yeah, you nailed it, pal! It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Objection!
Keep up this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So, Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. Yeah, that is the problem. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Yeah, there was. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know how to. Oh, yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it? It was just $1, Detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe.
If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Gumshoe hasn't given us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious.
Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been.
Ouch. Okay, the crime was reported at 2:25. There was a second thing to ask about the medicine. The victim didn't have any. I think it was this one. Let me paraphrase what the victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Work calls again. I'll be back during my lunch. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? I'm sure you have this one in the bag. I hope so. Was that a pun? Oh well. How were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. Okay.
Objection!
Okay, no, it's not that. But it was missing, so... Let's see. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me look through the evidence. Okay, yeah. Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? Yeah. Oh, too cool, pal! Indeed. Due to consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness! Why do you always overlook such vital pieces of information? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Godo, what do you have to say to that? Huh. That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the client's name? What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological? Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godo? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took the blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. Ouch. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. It was. Yeah, like I was supposed to be able to tell that. Fine. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Well, maybe you could have let me know that sooner. Yes, here it is. In very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No!
Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over!
She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Only moments ago, Mr. Goto made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Goto, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Goto? I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay. Well, got to that one fairly quickly. But still got a long way to go, I think. January 7th, 11:03 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Phew! That was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir! No, it's my line! I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up!
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy! I don't ever want to see him again!
Poor Gumshoe.
So, the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo, lover of waitress outfits and projectile scenes.
I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. January 7th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. And I'll be right back, and then we'll continue with the next witness. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Really just need to get up and stretch for a bit. I was already feeling stiff from sitting here. Alright. January 7th, 11:15 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Goto, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who got the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Finn Takuto, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be a bit quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? God, listen, youngin'. How much coin do you think there is for kimono embroidery around here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do, or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, huh? I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh yes I did. I saw it all. Then please tell the court. We're all ears. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. The young man was reading the sports paper. The servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the servant girl right there in the defense chair. I remember her well. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Call yours bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words, what's wrong with old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? Wow, someone that's more old-fashioned than you. More out of touch, more out of date than you, Judge. All this talk of radios and glasses, it's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This is good. Found someone that's, like I said, someone that's more old-fashioned than him. Yes, Your Honor. So, you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elg? I want to know if Guts and Braun won, retained his championship or not. So, he's looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right? So what if they are? If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? Car! I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Pretty much. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Mr. Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T across every I. Okay. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only fine when he's scoping out a waitress. And I saw one silver girl put into the Javachino as well. I bet I know what's coming up and someone tells me I'm not going to like it. What the heck? Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. White powder, huh? Hang on a minute, let me check something. A deadly powdery poison bears Maggie's fingerprints, found it in her apron pocket. Okay, I don't know. Did she really put that into the coffee? You're down the boy! She took out a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar! In a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? Huh. A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is! That's the one! That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume? So, what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? The man took one sip of it and looked like he was in terrible pain and then collapsed. He took just one sip? You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died. Congratulations, you have earned the title of battiest man to grace a courtroom. So it's an immediate death? Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible. Oh yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Javachino I just drank turn sour in my stomach. Oh yes, I know that feeling. I bet you do. And the waitress, I presume she is... You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you could identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry. You can see all the way up to her, you know. She's practically naked in that uniform. Yeah, so that particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me. Let's not go there, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away. God, there's some other things I recognize about it too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant. I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. There's a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose. What now? Her aprons. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. 'Cause if I wouldn't remember that... The witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He is unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right! I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So, you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Mr. Kudo, you seem especially interested in straps. Why is that? Well, what? The ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination? Fascination?
Objection!
People have all kinds of fetishes, Trite. We don't need to embarrass a witness. Listen, you young upstarts! I haven't got some sick strap fetish! Fetish? I'll talk right eventually. Is there any relevance to the witness's unusual love of straps, Mr. Wright? I was just curious as to why he was so fixated on the waitress's straps. I said I haven't got a strap fetish. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Very well. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Kudo, and make it strapless.
Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it?
Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there.
But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress.
I guess. She makes a good point, though.
Hey, did I just say something clever?
I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. That's what we have to figure out.
That's what we have to figure out, Nick.
Objection!
The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection!
Huh! He's got you there, Gramps. Then why'd you object? People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment! I told you I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. And that's not what we're saying. We're just saying that's all you saw. I'm just telling you what I saw! Yes, we know. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observe from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. There wasn't anything to call my interest about it when I saw it from the front. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the waitress witness's face, yes? No question about it! I didn't come this far to back down now. Mr. Kudo never backs down. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay.
This has turned into a matter of pride for old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not.
Like I thought, we need concrete proof of this. Proof that the old man didn't see the waitress clearly from the front.
Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it?
Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time, and that's why he was there. Okay, hang on a minute. supposed to show the picture of her? I mean, that presenter profile? Okay, guess it's not that. Either that or it's the wrong statement. There we go. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Call that filth thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you're halfway to clogged. What? What is it? Ever since I said you're halfway to clogged, there's been an air of silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front! Oops. Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this! Ha, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Wright, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That's what I thought, but oh well. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Oh, if this ends up going where I think it is, this is gonna be good. But it probably won't. Here's another of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. What? He had a newspaper in his right hand and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man is listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino. Oh, okay, he was talking about the customer. Got it. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we going to handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
I suppose, but it's what I do best. A broken pair of spectacles. Although, I think I already need to know where I need to go with this. Anyway, spectacles? Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses is green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Goda's sharp appearance.
We better come up with something sharp and quick.
Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan! I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Braun retained his championship title. It was his paper, not yours. If you want to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? Why you look at me like that for? You dare you judge me? Ow! Ow!
Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway.
The wireless? The decadent young rascal? On my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece, it's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at me like that for, How dare you feel sorry for me? Ow! You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw from front or from behind? My eyes don't lie. Ow! I better not push it until I got some hard evidence. His free hand? Yes. Which hand was that? What you listening before, cloth is? I said it was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron? Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. tried his three hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory is more holes than a slice of cheese, Swiss.
I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh?
Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake and he's ours. Okay, let me think. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh wait, newspaper and a... Yeah, newspaper and a... Okay, it's not that, I don't think. Cover the vid- Hang on, let me listen to this again. Put this on. There's another one. Doodle is in victim's handwriting. Maybe it is this then. Okay, it's not that. I don't know then. Let me think. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to continue on. Just surrender on. Well, let me press all those statements again. Maybe I missed something. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Don't know why it took me so long to think of it, but oh well. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of the this testimony? Guess I don't. That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I'll tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. God, what is this? Kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim, you notice the mark. I'm an idiot. Okay, fine. Yes, on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! If saying I'm going to stand there and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup, I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. If that dead young hotbot and you spiked your head yahoo on phone. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. I've been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say! Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, went on here a little more. Mr. Goto! But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You were loud victor. Oh, boy. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as his green lens of his specs. Yeah. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Oh, is that what it was supposed to be? Okay. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all this newfangled letters drive me mad, but it don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth. It's true, he doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts, good old black and white. So the victim was wearing an HMD. HD, TV, CD, DVD. What's the matter? It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question. I could only see that side of his head where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. He kept fiddling with them. It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Elg. He was getting on my nerves, rustling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then it went and made all that fuss, dying on from one sip of Javachino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at it made me suddenly speed up my seed eating, and I could have choked. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy. The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with? You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket, or fastens your left cuff with your right hand. Well, I think you would do. I think anyone would do that. Anyway, and when the tour guide says on your right side, you'll see the famous blah blah. You're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you? No, I didn't mean. Obviously, he used the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece is in. Ow! Ow! Wow! So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was left hand, I guess. Daddy used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo. That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me. It looks like you really did see the guy picking the cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end.
Well, Nick, what do you think?
I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right.
Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks.
But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Okay. Enough pussyfooting around, let's see here. Question is, what do I present?
Objection!
Okay. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question, you could lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. Well, what'd you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Eh? The traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! Alright. Order! 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 This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knew it, when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godo? A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? No. This is the victim's coffee cup in which potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Chavachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! Sadly, Mr. Godo, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless! I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I'm sorry, Mr. Guido. You can't reach me from there. Nice. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. Godo, master of the spit take. Welcome back, Soup. Yeah, it took me this long to get through it because of one clue. But I finally figured it out. Although I didn't really figure it out. I just kind of went with what I was feeling at the time. But so yeah, I was actually pretty stupid this time around. Here, basically what I missed was just a minute. What I missed was the coffee stain on this cup, which proved that he only held the cup with his right hand. So yeah. Just a minute. Let me take care of this. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, and so that's what everything else went from there, and like I said, I finally figured everything out. Anyway, I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Hold it! Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me? They say he who controls the left rules the world. Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bubbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. Yeah, we've already been over that. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now. No, you haven't. But there's something else the court should know. Oh, brother. What? There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? I say I'm about done having to talk as him, but oh well. The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 8 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet! Much, much quicker!
I can't believe this is happening.
Ha ha! You better get ready, youngster! Yeah, I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Well, here we go. The final showdown. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, I don't know about that. Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember perfectly. Hey, you doubting me again? You doubt a poor defense's old man? No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah, so what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain, that's why that's all you can think of. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please. Fine. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. No, it's a brat! I warn you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't bend me with this testimony. This is the final battle. Ow! No! He's chucking all those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful.
Come on, Nick. Nail him.
The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo. I know that. I was just in the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense, The suspense? Yes, now, what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more? No, please continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible. Alright, now where was I? Oh yes, the young boy slumped over the table, and... Oh yeah, the Macho Man is the cream of the crop, and the cream always rises to the top. Well, we'll see if that works out this time. Well... vase, you say? Yes, there are vases on all the tables in that place. The accident's waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over. Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase? Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define? Okay, I get it. I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned into my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Ate lunch is a very generous description. True. Soaked in water, you mean? Yes! Splashed me on the knee as well. What in the world? You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you? It was cold! I clearly remember it splashing me. Could the water really make it all the way across to the other side of the room? I don't think so. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down. You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking? The vase turned upside down, and my testimony is turning this case upside down. It's a joke. I just wanted everyone to hear it. What do you think, Captain? I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Goto hasn't raised any objections for a while now. So, young show-off, with that scrap of information, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and admit defeat. He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya.
It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me! Yeah, it's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin'.
I guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then. Okay, hang on a minute. Nope. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch! Ow! Ow! Enough! If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. Ugh! What is it now? I just remembered something. Again? Yes, go on. The broken vase! It was on my table. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? Oh well, you see. It startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Too much information. And I think the rest of the courtroom agrees with me. Oh boy. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. No, wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to say. Are we done with this? Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff! Escort the witness out of the courtroom! Wait! Listen to me! Thank you. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. Oh, one more thing, Your Honor. The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Oh boy. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Goto's really mad, huh?
Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Goto's. Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase in my seat. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. The court is adjourned.
To be continued. Oh boy. Alrighty. Okay, save your progress up to this point, yes, and I will go ahead and continue, because I kind of took a break earlier, so let's just continue. I mean, you shouldn't, but if you don't have a physical copy, you can't bring it up, should it become relevant. Yeah. Anyway. Just a sec, though. Well, I'll be right back, okay? Just give me a moment.
Okay, I'm back again. Let's see what we can get done. January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Thanks. Yeah, I was back once, but then I still had to see what my dog wanted. But hopefully she'll settle down now. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah! We gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty.
Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start.
Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first.
I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Tribulations.
Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop it on Maggie and see how she's doing too.
So, anything on your mind?
Actually, there is something. I was wondering about seeing Hope. You know, like what he's like and stuff.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. Oh, that beach is so hot, it'll feel like it's a smooch in the space train. Phoenix, right? You said it, you Phoenix, right? Cause I'm Phoenix, right? I want and only. Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger.
Huh? You did? What did you find out?
Oh yeah, I was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonione. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to be sued for defamation. Okay, he's gotta have a Kansai accent in the Japanese version, probably. Actually, maybe Osaka. Maybe an Osaka dialect. Because he has a tiger on his shirt, and in their baseball team, the Tigers or something like that. Depending on the localization, Kansai is usually translated to either a Jersey accent or Irish. Yeah, that's true. I was just going by the shirt he was wearing, but you could be right. Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I want to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Dragon Quest goes by Irish. Ah, okay. I guess we could see if there's anything here. January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Well, it's worth a try. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow.
You think?
Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Calling the officers for the briefing, quick! Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet! But my email pen pal. Really? Wow. That's definitely an old-fashioned username. Does anyone even use usernames like that anymore? It's also noteworthy that it's really difficult for non-natives who learn traditional Japanese to clearly hear what they're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, nobody talks like that anymore. I was talking about the username, but yeah. See Mr. Manila in the first game. Oh, okay, gotcha. But I was saying, with this pen pal, guy's pen pal's name, does anyone even use usernames like that anymore? Anyway, let's move on. Save for later! I'm turning it off now! No! It's a whatever.
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
Keeping busy, more like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on, something big. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports. Just a suggestion. Pearl's username is NickX Mystic Maya for life. That would be a pretty long username. Then again, I wouldn't be one to talk. Some of my early usernames are pretty long. Dear Asian Princess, how are you today? I'm okay. How was the show last night?
Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute.
That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police. So, what's with the pink one? It's new, right?
She's not...
Okay, I already read all this. I guess that's all I can do here for now. So, off to the detention center. We're gonna wait from the peanut gallery. January 7th, detention center, visitors room. I had one like Fatty Catty Boombalati 02. That's cute. I guess Maggie's still in question.
But we've got questions to ask her too! Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Well, guess we gotta go to Tribulations then. Hopefully we'll have better luck here. January 7th, Tribulations. And back to staring at all the pink. Oy. Yeah, I never told... This is... The way this is kinda on my eyes is bringing back flashbacks of Strawberry House and Danganronpa 2. Although this isn't quite as bad, I'll admit. Empty as usual. Oh, come on! Isn't anyone around? Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. That's it! Come on, come on, come on! Hey, that sounds like... Now, just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can do. I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number! Really, you needed a long username because shorter names were usually taken. That's true. Looked like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a rip-off.
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here!
He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? Not like you could use Nachon or something simple like that. Nope. Today's trial. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal?
You really drove her in a corner, you know.
Y'all blow upon my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once. Gumshoe!
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggot say anything to you about me, I mean?
Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! I hate him, sir! I mean it! I don't never want to see him again! Something like that.
Yeah, maybe you should have kept quiet about that, Maya.
But please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean...
Pros like a fresh baguette. Yep. Wow, why is this happening?
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick.
Oh man, poor Gumshoe. Gee, what do you expect, Maya? Just finish him! So, did you like the twin tea set? I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking.
So, how'd it taste?
Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you?
What's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste, and I just realized it's bad! That's it! It tasted bad! It's just kinda hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks for it, you know? Oh, I can sympathize with that. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating.
Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn L. came here. Maybe he heard about the Super Fierce Twin Tea set.
What does that mean? If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glenell, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here?
It tastes bad, you know. Oh, okay.
So, what were you all excited about earlier?
That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to?
New palindrome time. Yep. Nothing really, it was just the, daily exercise show. Yeah, right. Oh, come on, really? Well, at least it's just one. What the? A Cyclock? This lunch special lobster sure is great. Go hang a salami. Wait. Oh, okay. Go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hog. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's pretty good. This lunch special lobster sure is great. Wait, really? This is...
Then why are there tears in your eyes?
Wait, that's all the... Oh, boy. This should be an easy break. Yeah, I would think so. As long as I actually have the item evidence I need to break it. The radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal! Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not going to tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... Take that! I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glenn Elk did. It's like you can see right through me! Yep, that was very easy. Huh? I've cracked them already? See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. Got it in one, yep. I'm used to pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery?
So, how'd it go?
How do you think, Maya? I won 50 cents. Ouch! Free health, I guess. Yeah. Yep, I guess so. But yeah, 50 cents. That's even worse than what the chef got. I didn't even know it was possible to only win 50 cents on those things. Not here in America. Nope. Yeah, exactly. Okay, although I don't know what 50 cents is in yen. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. The lottery preemptively gave him a pay cut. Yep. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy book. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. L, see? They got the special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal.
I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
Millionaire Radio Flyer. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday at 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Millionaire Radio Flyer added to the court record.
Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. I'm using pretty lucky, so... Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I meant to push the circle button. 8 or 9 p.m. depending on the time zone. Right. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I meant to... And I think we wanted to actually ask him about... This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked.
What happened when he crashes? What happens when he crashes, though? Did he just stop moving all of a sudden?
Does it get BSOD'd?
My state has 2 multi-state lotteries. Ah, okay.
He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. L worked yet? You might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go!
Wouldn't Maggie just get arrested for vandalism if she killed a computer? Probably. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about that
High-tech stuff you do. This ought to be good. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. You should go take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Actually, never mind. I just got the joke of the company name. She barely knows how to turn on the TV. Yeah. January 7th, Tribune Kitchen.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone.
Oh, is he now? Oh, her.
I'll be back next month.
Oui, that's a lemon. I will be waiting for you.
If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
No, I will have everything ready, I promise. Let me guess, that's who he owes the money to.
I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. He.
Oh boy. No, stop it, I beg you.
Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you.
My lord, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle.
Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart.
Oh no, you do not have to worry. You know you worry that far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is la oil sandalwood.
I do love raw meat from time to time.
Oh!
I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now.
Oh boy, she's a class act. Oh, I have less chevels! I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become zen over sick. There, oui, that feels good. Ugh! Yeah, too much information. Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this. That's a good voice for her, thanks. La oil of sandalwood. Is this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong?
No, you're right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme.
Put on a brave face, huh?
That's what girls do, Nick.
Fair point.
But you're right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name of the problem is people do not understand it. They think it is trade.
Even if it seems like a waste, present everything and everyone. Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive.
But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays.
Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry.
Have you forgot that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya?
Maybe. But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me.
So, who is that woman you were just talking to?
Oh la la, you saw that?
Well, yes. Sorry.
So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful.
Maya, were we watching the same scene just now?
Polite, graceful?
And she likes raw meat and fires, right?
Oh. I'll be back next month.
Oui, that's a le mode. I already read all this. Now that I think about it. Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having.
You think so? Well, then let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens.
Alright.
Please, monsieur, there is none to show me that. You are Mon Phoenix, right? The assistant defense attorney in town.
I'm pretty sure I know how he formed this completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge?
Oui, you flashed it to everyone in the restaurant. Looks like Zeniope is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Not good. Oh, what a beautiful pendant! It would look stunning on me with earrings. Please don't steal it again, okay? It's one of a kind. I could just have a sliver of it, no? It's not a block of cheese, you know. This is the paper the victim brought with him. MC Bomber? MC Bomber? Oui. Does that mean something to you? No, I only speak French, mademoiselle. But we found it behind your magazine rack. Oh, how naughty I am. I haven't cleaned for such a long time. About this. Felicitations, my cassette. I told you I suck at French. Ah, je no comprehend. Nick, don't just make something up. I'd probably be saying the same thing in his position. About this. Oh, okay. That just means... Oh la la, so you have eaten my lunch, oui? Tell me, monsieur, did you enjoy the lunch I prepared for you? It was a unique and wild mixture of flavors. That was the first time I ever had lobster, you know. Lobster? There was no lobster in my lunch. Huh? But it said lobster right on the menu. Mademoiselle Maya, please, you must read the menu more carefully. It says, a dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Oh, it's inspired, is it? Oui, inspired by these ingredients, but perhaps made from... but not perhaps made from them, n'est-ce pas? Well, guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, Nick. The way the lunch tasted, it's probably 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Yeah, maybe. What is it? Is this your scooter? No, I think Phoenix has better taste than that. No, I saw it before in Vitamin Square, you see. Mon Dieu, no! Take it away, do not show that to me! Just a sec. He's inspired by a competent chef. Shall we make Gordon Ramsay jokes again? Talk about an allergic reaction. Would have been nice to know what happened to the wheel guard. May not be important, but still. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with the broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they keep harassing me months after months. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't.
Help them? With what?
My bien sûr, if I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what'd you agree to help them with? None. I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with less salad garnish. Ew, I hope it doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. You know, until I learn her name, I'm gonna call her Mrs. Lovett. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right?
Oh! Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman.
Well, I will do that in a moment.
It is true, my vessels are broken all the time. I bought a new one the day after the incident. But they wouldn't let me put it on the table because of law investigation. If only I had taken the lottery ticket, I would not have any debts right now. I would be free. Look on the bright side, Mr. Armstrong. You want $1, right?
A lack of remorse for having stolen something priceless.
Oh la la, you have such a pretty smile, my pretty tulip. Who, me? Oui, a smile is important for us girls, n'est-ce pas? Sure. You have the perfect face for a waitress, you know. Thanks. I guess if things don't work out someday, then maybe I'll be back.
What things? Is she talking about her being a spirit medium?
Mon Dieu, what beauty! That's my sister. Oh, oui? Another delight. But you have a certain je ne sais quoi that I do not see from your sister. I do? So show your head eyes, so thrust out your feminine features. Do not lose out, my filly. You are a woman extraordinaire. Do I look like I need cheering up or something? Oh, how it hurts me to see that poor girl's face.
Maggie's?
I heard she was superhumanly unhappy.
Superhumanly?
And if she hadn't come to work for me, she wouldn't have gotten into this mess.
Huh? I'm missing something here, aren't I?
Je suis désolé, Maggie. Forgive me. Oh, la dead man. La first in my restaurant.
La only in your restaurant, let's hope.
No way! You mean the first customer you ever had?
Oh.
No, no, no. It was the first time I've had a dead man in my restaurant. It's such a shame to lose a customer after only his first meal here. Oh, this old man, he is a regular here. My specialty of cappuccino and cold water is one of his favorites.
Cold water? Alright. With the way he cooks, it won't be the last. Probably not. In fact, I'm kind of surprised he was the first. Was he here at the time of the incident?
Oui, he was here. I am sure of it. When the incident happened, the old man was here. It is hard to imagine, I know, but I was an apprentice for 5 years in Paris. Wow, in Paris?
Paris, Texas?
It was something La Chef said to me that made me decide to open my own restaurant.
What was it?
That awful man said to me, you must train for another 10 years. Oh, it was such a shock, so unexpected. But you would have to be a fool to do this, huh?
The woman who was here earlier, I take it that she's,
Why has it come to this?
he had a lot to say, didn't he? Yup.
What a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in it. It is a sign of the bad world we live in, huh?
No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad culinary skills.
The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from?
Oui, Linda, it is called.
Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money.
No! Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must no more than $10.
$10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya.
Hey! I get a bit more than that, thank you very much.
So, Tender Lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh?
I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? La Tiger.
Called it.
The tiger? Oui, he is la manager of the Tenderlander, a terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry.
A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance?
Oh, no. This man has a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have less spiky hair, just like you. There is a resemblance there, I suppose.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all.
If you want to visit Linda, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3.
Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit.
About Maggie's case, you mean?
No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then.
Bye! I kinda want to know what it was. Oh, welcome back. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I've kinda got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, MAGA, actually. I was kinda hoping. You'd give this to a foreman. Aw, that's sweet.
What is it?
It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I can make it. Oh, you sweet boy. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight.
Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could eat down this much meat. Oh, come on. It's not that counts, Maya.
You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of that tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal.
Of course I will.
I can't exactly say no, can I? Exactly. Gumshoe's lunchbox, the tenderly handmade lunchbox, fills the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Well, like I said, it's a thought that counts. Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya to carry. Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
No! Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Okay, I guess... Well, we haven't checked out... Gosh, we still got so much to check out. Oh, hi. January 7th, Blue Screens, Inc.
Wow, this place is so high-tech, you can almost smell the electricity in the air.
It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, never mind.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood!
Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show.
My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director.
The director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Well, I guess I'll stick with the robotic voice then. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elk's?
That's a DMH, right?
Close. Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD.
All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then, do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one.
So, what exactly is this firm's business?
I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management.
It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right?
The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media.
Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music.
It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching the impact of... just a minute. Oh, okay.
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that?
Not really.
Yeah.
Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil?
You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything about what might Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too, but I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screen's Inc. Oh.
How about Mr. Elk's desk? Have you cleared it out already?
No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it.
I guess there might be a clue here somewhere.
Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess.
Looks pretty average to me.
But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this.
You think? Real biscuits can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then.
Hey! This calendar!
What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it.
Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen.
December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elk was murdered. Is there anything else?
Yeah, it says meet with the tiger.
The tiger?
Glenn's calendar added to the court record.
Interesting calendar.
Wow, look at this mess.
Looks like they're all betting tickets.
What kind of betting tickets?
Based on the clock on the table, I would say horse racing. For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Yep.
Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these.
Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. Losing horse racing tickets. Horse racing betting tickets found in Glenn Elk's desk. There's over 500 of them!
This many tickets would give you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you try to profit from the dead, Nick.
I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he?
Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice.
And what about your spirit medium training?
Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it?
Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya.
That explains why we don't use the computer in our office.
You work there too, Maya.
Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick.
She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling.
Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling.
Okay, I guess we're done here.
January 7th, Vitamin Square. I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway, at least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. January 7th, Tender Linder.
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. Makes your soul want to shrivel up and die.
You're here to discuss a loan.
No, not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone, just like that.
I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
But this is a perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick, let's take a look around, okay?
Do you think it'd be okay?
Of course! No one will ever know.
Coffee?
Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
Yes, thank you.
Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here!
Now she wants to get out of here. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into.
Have you finished the coffee?
Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely.
So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup.
That coffee, it was laced with something, I'm almost sure of it.
Nick, my stomach is killing me! Oh, wait, maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
Why did you eat a burger for breakfast? I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw the Tiger?
It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc and pen. MC Bomber.
What?
This must be the CD Maggie told us about.
Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
No way! That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do.
MC Bomber found at Tenderlander, a sample disc with the name written in marker.
Let me guess. I just need to get the hell out of here, don't I? Or do I really look around some more? That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick! Gold! Just look at this shine! Only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a solid gold desk. Wow, I'm completely dazzled.
That's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be really distracting.
So the desk isn't practical. No surprise there. Oh, really? Okay. Guess I was... Let's see, what's this?
Oh no! Someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's going to be a nightmare to clean up.
Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you had to burn a ton of charcoal.
How did you manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy?
Oh, hey! There's a book of matches here, too.
Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations. Tribulations matches added to the court record. Matches used for advertising, found lying in Tinderlander. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah, the pipe light for the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss.
What's this?
It's a punching bag.
What? No way! You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that.
What do you mean, walking around?
The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before. Back at Tribune, Paris fashion is more my thing.
I really hope she's pulling my chain on this one.
Let's see. This round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
Heh, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always write himself. Go on, Nick, give him a good shove.
Only if I feel like dying.
Now, this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king.
It's shogi.
Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know.
Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they?
Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill?
Looks like he
did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane!
The car is registered to the Cadaverinis?
Huh? Or Cavatarinis? However you say it. Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office?
Repair bill. A car repair bill for $15,000 paid by Tiger to the Cadaverini family.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. Win through compromise?
I wonder what that's supposed to mean.
It must mean something if they took the trouble to frame it like that.
Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
That.
Ah!
That's Tinderlander's guiding principle.
Oh?
Compromise the customer to win.
Oh, I see. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, well, as long as we don't have to compromise hair, I say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers.
Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic.
Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion.
Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick.
The same color as my suit?
Ah!
Keep your voice down, Maya!
Now, Nick, you've got to take a look at this.
Some cake?
Hello, Ike. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Ah!
I'll just leave it here for you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Just wait here quietly. Otherwise...
Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said.
Yeah, sure.
I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand?
I'm scared, Nick.
So, what were you getting so excited about before? Crying and praying to not lose progress in Nocturne. Oh, really? What's up? What do you mean, lose progress?
Look, on the lapel of this suit.
That's an attorney's badge. Looks like it's made out of cardboard.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
No way! Look at this thing! It's made of paper! Okay, close enough. Paper badge added to the court record. Found at Tinder Linder. Made of cardboard and painted to look authentic.
For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick.
Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Okay, I'm not gonna do all that. My voice is finally recovering from voicing the old man. I don't need to get into this. Ah! Come out from under the desk, Maya. What you used to snoop around my office for? Nothing. We were just... Ah! My precious carpet! You's gonna mess up my room! You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came to my door! You just wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you stew into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs! Ah!
Oh, Don Tiger, you're back.
Ah, that voice! It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tiger. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and...
Eek, has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's not. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair!
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Roar! Phoenix, right? Yeah, yes? You kinda crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me? I worked so hard, but now you just gotta come and mess with my plan? So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. I grabbed a treasure chest I wanted to save, but then a random encounter with an alligator comes and goes, "Can't let you do that, Star Fox." Wow. And you lost to the alligator? Is that it? Well, what? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to ask. Roar! Ah! No question, this the last time we meet. Ah, wait, please!
That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shot after him.
Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it," either.
The espresso.
Ah!
And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Are we really gonna talk to her? Alright, fine. So, I'm kinda curious about your company, Tinder Linder.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tinder Lender.
Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright and Company at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan?
Would I like to take out a loan for a place like this? Not so much.
Tinder Lender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town.
Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
Yeah, but Phoenix would live through yours. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident?
Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident.
Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tiger.
Furio? The tiger? So that's where the tiger thing comes from.
Senyor's got a real name. Nick, hurry up and find out more about him.
Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie?
Sure?
How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself.
Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours.
No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? One thing I said I was not going to do is go for the real ending. Ah, okay.
We are lovers,
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
and I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to...
Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. Saved her life? I'm sure I'd like to know how that happened.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently I died once.
You died?
About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they're expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything.
Everything?
When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy.
No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe.
I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head?
This?
So what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation.
Operation?
It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury.
A fatal injury?
Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Of course. Oh boy.
She really creeps me out, Nick.
Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. No, let's see if I can, though. The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? I think, are we talking about this? Well?
Donuts?
Huh?
I baked them myself. Homemade donuts. Have one.
What's inside?
Jam and...
I'm sorry, but I didn't quite catch that. Thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll pass. I guess that was a flop. What happened to this woman for her to have such a huge bandage around her head? There must be some piece of evidence that'll prompt her to tell me what happened. Oh, I got a trophy. Violeta's homemade donuts. Get a donut offered to Phoenix by Viola in episode 3. Okay, so I gotta think I probably don't have the evidence right now, do I? I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. January 7th, Vitamin Square.
There he is! Old Sudi's back feeding the pigeons again.
Yeah, take this and this and get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can.
What? Why? Hello, old man!
What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Kuh.
Hey, he just turned his back on us.
I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in the court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo!
Pigeon, God.
Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons, in with good fortune.
Ow, ow, ow! Seed, shell splitters, painful.
I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Caw! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face, the filthy, depraved animal. No, not at all. Now you listen to me, boy. I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Scott Javachino.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young layabelle was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the face. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spark-a-hand brat. Take this!
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Caught the modern world cast on us and like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I want to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his e-hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to bust out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Head in? Actually, we've got places to go. Things to check and stuff. Maybe another time? Fine, whatever. Just don't forget, I got a tsunami's worth of grumbling to do. Yes. This girl right here is really looking forward to hearing it all. Honest.
What? I never said that.
Come to the place where I worked at. Here, bring this along with you. What is this? It's covered in seeds. A discount coupon for a burger?
He really wants someone to grumble at, huh? Although it is a burger joint.
Oh, okay. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days then? Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why do people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see? At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did, the very day that young brat was poisoned. Well, what? Oh yeah, now he tells us about this. So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed, and I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you call the police. Calm yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? God, do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
For 5 minutes?
So, for 5 minutes after the incident happened. Yes, sir, the owner was a Tribune on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you're pulling me out of the coal room. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court.
Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police?
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah!
Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. Okay, kind of feeling like this is probably a good place to end for the night. It's getting close to 9 o'clock, so... unless you think I could finish up in 6 minutes. I don't know this game. Yeah, fair enough. I think I probably will go ahead and stop here. It's close enough. So, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. As always, if you can follow my YouTube channel link below to see my past live streams, and also follow my Twitter account to be notified when I go live. And I will be back tomorrow night to continue playing Phoenix Wright. And if you'll stick around, I will drop a host. Let's see who I'll host tonight. Let's go ahead and host Jerome Telos, who's playing Guilty Gear Strive. So I hope you'll stick around for that, and again, I will see you tomorrow. So have a good night, and take care, everyone. Bye.